Where does Lego Flash live? On the next block. Thanks for checking out Comic Book Editions Volume 149 this week on my YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of books to share this week, but I'm excited to talk about the ones that I do have, so let's get started. I got a free trade paperback. Very timely one too, Flashpoint. This is Volume 2 of Flashpoint, collecting issues 1 through 5. Recently, we featured this on Fanboys Live and the Retro Review, and it was the first time I ever had the chance to read it. I really enjoyed this story. I enjoyed the universe they laid out. I had a few of the spin-offs that they did from this universe too, when this was a current storyline, like the Wonder Woman related ones too. Very good book. Now, I know there was a Flashpoint Volume 1 a few years earlier, but I'd never read that. If you've read both of them, is there a major difference between Volume 1 and Volume 2? Make sure to leave me a comment below and let me know. I need to get around to reading Volume 1 and checking that out sometime too. From what I understand, this new Flash movie coming out this week, I think is primarily kind of based more on this Volume 2 storyline. At least that's what I think. I try to stay away from a lot of the spoilers. I only watched the first trailer and haven't watched any trailer since. I have heard of some of the confirmed guest stars in the movie. I'm expecting it kind of to be like Flash running through the multiverse, and there's all these different mirrors, and you'll see some archival footage of people just turning their heads to look at him. I expect it to be like 1 to 2 seconds long, just in rapid succession. And that's probably the part of the movie that I'm looking forward to seeing the most. I hope the movie lives up to the hype though, because they've been hyping this for quite some time, and sometimes that can get overhyped. That can work against you. But if you've seen the movie, don't spoil it, because I don't get the chance to see it till Saturday. So this town that I moved to, they have multi-screens in a very nice theater. But on opening day, I've noticed they only do 3 showings, and the last one is at 7 o'clock. Normally that works in my schedule. Of course, once you know it, this week it doesn't work. So I can't see it on Thursday. Can't see it on Friday because that doesn't work with my schedule either. I'm going to have to wait till Saturday. It's okay though, because I'm going with my friend and I can't wait to enjoy the movie with my friend, as opposed to just hitting one of the movies by myself. It's always nice when you have someone that you know that you can discuss the movie with afterwards. But I'm really looking forward to it. I hope it lives up to the hype. You can leave a non-spoiler comment below too if you're watching this and have seen the movie. So looking forward to it a lot. This was a great storyline though, and I enjoyed this. I want to thank the Comic Mint for offering this for free. They do that pretty frequently. And you'll see something else that I ordered from the Comic Man. I never have a problem supporting them because they're always giving back to the community with a lot of freebies. You just pay shipping like I did with this one. I ordered a foil Wonder Woman Virgin cover from a recent Philly Comic-Con exclusive that they had. So you'll be seeing that in a few weeks on my channel here. So look for that soon. Speaking of exclusives, up next, this was a team exclusive variant for the one-shot of Nubia Coronation that was released last year. That's a pretty awesome cover too. Would make a great poster candidate too. So I was happy to be able to add this into my collection. You know, I'm as much of a completist as I can be. And for the funsies of it, I also picked up, even though I had this already, I picked up a second copy of the Nubia Coronation special. This is the B cover, the Joshua Swaby cover, you know, the Sway cover. So I don't know, maybe I'll try to get this signed sometime though. I don't think DC has been focusing as much on Nubia as they were last year, but last year was an anniversary year for Nubia too. It was 50 years of the character. I still would like them to feature Nubia as like the B backup stories in the Wonder Woman comic books. I don't even know if there will be a B backup story feature with this new run, you know, that's going to be beginning in a few months or not when they start the renumbering. So I don't know, but I think she's a great character, and I do enjoy her in the role as, you know, Queen of Themyscira. Let's do a little more vintage. I haven't talked about working on my Teen Titans Volume 1 collection in quite some time, but it's still in the forefront of my mind. And this is a key issue from that run, one of the few keys that I still needed. It's issue number 25. There's a lot of stuff going on in this issue. First of all, it's a Robert Kanigher story. And many times on my channel, you've heard me talk about Robert Kanigher. Sometimes his work can be not the best, and sometimes it can be very enjoyable. This falls into the very enjoyable category. I thought this was a really good story, really good read. But a lot of things going on in this issue. Robin takes a leave of absence, starting with this issue. And then his solo adventures you see covered beginning in Detective Comics number 394. Also in this issue, Hawk and Dove join the Teen Titans. Then we get two first appearances in this issue. The first appearance of Lilith, who would become a Teen Titans member. Then we get the first appearance of Lauren Jupiter, aka Mr. Jupiter. He ends up financing the Teen Titans for a while too. So all of that happens in issue number 25, the first of a two-part story. And the events on the cover actually do happen inside the story as well. Another Teen Titans that I have to show you is one that I already had, but I just wanted to upgrade condition-wise the copy that I had. This is issue number 35. Now, I mentioned in issue number 25, which I just showed you, that Robin took a leave of absence from the Titans. Well, he rejoins the Titans in this issue, 10 issues later in issue number 35. Also in this story, too, Lilith believes that she's Juliet, reincarnated from Romeo and Juliet fame. That's what she thinks. Pretty cool cover on this, too. So with this, I was thinking for the longest time that I only had one more Teen Titans comic book to get. That's true and not true at the same time. There's one that I still need to get, and one, you might remember I showed you in a recent comic book editions video earlier this year that came damaged from eBay and wasn't in the condition that I thought. So I wasn't even counting that. I really have two left, and volume 1 of Teen Titans will be completed. You'll be seeing those very soon on my channel. So completing Teen Titans volume 1 will definitely happen this summer. And I'll be very excited to share that with you. And then I'll start just focusing in on some of their guest appearances that I don't have from books like Brave and the Bold and so on. Last week on my comic book editions video, I showed you some Hawkman comic books. And this is another one from volume 2. It's issue number 12. And I did some looking with this book and the two that I showed you last week. That means I have Hawkman 1 through 13 and issue 15. All from volume 2. That leaves me 3 issues left to get, which are all very affordable, very easy to get, usually in the dollar bins too, so I can complete this series. So that will be something else that will be a priority for me, as well as completing this series, especially since it's so affordable to do so. This was around the era that Richard Howell was doing the art on Hawkman, not only the covers, but the interiors as well. I know I've been showing a lot of DC, but I wanted to get a Marvel book in too before I wrap up the comic book editions video. How about this one? Get a lot of characters in this one. This is Marvel Team Up issue number 85. So we've got Spider-Man teaming up with Shang-Chi, Nick Fury, and Black Widow. So this is a Chris Claremont story. Sal Buscema does the interior art, but this cover is Al Milgrom. What I didn't realize about this issue was it's a continuing story arc. Issues 82 through 85 are the complete series of the story arcs. Of course, I have the bookends for it. I have issue 82, and now I have issue 85. So I need to get issue 83 and 84, the middle of the story, to be able to complete this. This really reminds me of something that happened to me earlier, also with Marvel Team Up. Back with issues 41 through 44, there was like this multi-issue storyline with Scarlet Witch, Vision, Doctor Doom, and Moondragon. And it took me forever to finally get all of those issues and the storyline completed. And even though I was reading them out of order, I still enjoyed it nonetheless. And, you know, I'm still enjoying this one too. I guess I just didn't realize it was one of those multi-issue storylines at the time that I bought it. So speaking of Spider-Man, you'll be seeing another spectacular Spider Haul video, my final one, that will be dropping later this month on my YouTube channel. So look for that coming up soon. Coming up on my channel next week, it's Comic Book Editions Volume 150. I have a key Marvel comic book that, very honestly, I didn't think I would ever own. I've said that about some other books, Marvel and DC, on my channel already this year, but I have another one to share with you. And it's a little bit of a story of how one thing led into another, led into another, led into another to bring the book that I'm going to show next week. And I also want to do something a little bit extra special since it's episode 150. I have 2 things that I've been sitting on, unboxing-wise, actually since April. So we'll probably take care of those in next week's video too. I hope you enjoy that and make plans to join me then. For now, what was your favorite cover out of everything that I shared with you today? Leave me a comment below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, this is a perfect time to do so. Sharing my channel and sharing this video with someone that you think might enjoy it is another great way to show support. Thanks for making it to the end of this Comic Book Editions Volume 149 video today. We'll catch you for the Anniversary Edition 150 next week. Don't forget about my back issue of the week YouTube short that dropped yesterday. That is on Superman because yesterday was National Superman Day. So check that out. That's already on my channel. Fanboys Live and the Retro Review will be coming up this weekend. Be looking for that with me and Signature King Tony Fett and Comic Food 2814. We'll catch you next week for episode 150 of Comic Book Editions. Until then, take care. Thanks for watching. Speaking of exclusives, did all of that, and then I dropped the fucking book. Something for the blooper reel.